We turn to a common crime that's hard to catch: identity theft. Americans lose almost $25 billion every year. But tonight, a convicted identity thief shows us what to watch out for. Here's ABC's Neil Karlinski.
So see, out-of-state plate. Yeah. So we're probably going to hit that car. It's easy to get into without somebody seeing.
You're in the back seat of a car for a guided tour.
Those work vans, not only are they easy to get into, but they're easy to steal.
With a convicted identity thief.
We had like full-on credit cards to bill companies.
She's spilling her devious and devastating secrets.
And that Chevy, because look at it, it's probably got a ton of stuff in it.
Did you tell me you had a pile of purses?
I have a bunch of wallets.
Alice, not her real name, has agreed to drive around with Doug Shadell.
I don't know how people sleep at night doing this kind of thing.
A longtime fraud investigator now with the AARP.
Here we have any kind of fraud scam you can possibly imagine.
After years chasing identity thieves and con artists, he decided to do something it seemed no one else had tried, asking the convicted bad guys themselves to show him how they do it. To his surprise, many love to talk.
Don't leave your PIN number in your wallet.
She knew where all the places were to go, how long they were going to be gone, the easiest car to break into. They stole $900,000 in the last 3-month run that she was doing.
Wow.
She had a little group of people, one guy who could make IDs, another guy who knew how to swipe all the laptops and put them up on the cloud. It was quite a little posse of ID thieves.
And it is a maddening problem affecting more than 16 million Americans every year to the tune of $24.7 billion. That's billion with a B in losses. Even worse, we're all at risk, even if you think you're doing everything right. Just look at the headlines. Every week seems to bring news of another company getting hit for its customer information. Target, Home Depot, Saks Fifth Avenue. The list just keeps going. It's not just high-tech hackers going after big companies. Thieves can set up fake Wi-Fi hotspots for you to log into. Or there are skimmers who just surreptitiously swipe your card on a card reader like this guy caught at a fast food drive-thru.
Identity theft is the biggest property crime in the United States, and it is high-tech, low-tech, no-tech.
Identity theft has become such a part of everyday life, Hollywood built a movie around it.
That says the criminal who stole your identity. Oof.
With Melissa McCarthy playing the title role in Identity Thief and running up a scorching tab in someone else's name.
I'm not even sure where to even start.
It's a lot less funny in real life. The day the movie came out, Amy Krebs discovered she was a victim.
I will never forget that feeling. You're looking at your credit report. I'm scrolling down. My name's not that name. I don't live at that address. I don't work at those employers. I don't have accounts at these companies.
The battle she has waged to reclaim her name, her good credit, everything now covers her dining room table.
Utility companies were very popular. We have stores where goods were purchased online. Really, there's no threshold for what a criminal with your social security number will go.
When someone's identity is stolen, what primarily does the thief want to do with it?
What they're trying to do is use your good credit worthiness for themselves. Most of the time what they're doing is taking over your existing accounts and using them to buy stuff for themselves, and then they either fence it or they sell it or whatever.
In the case of our thief, Alice, some of her favorite targets, simple stuff, often right out in the open, just sitting on a car seat.
Yeah. And backpacks, oh my God, people leave, the backpack is like, come break my car window.
What does a backpack have in it?
Usually a laptop and stuff like that, but it's just full of goodies.
Full of goodies.
It just always is.
Even easier and less risky, a sort of thieves' shopping aisle, available in every town.
I'll hit mailboxes. It's compulsive now. And I will walk up to the house and take mail out of the mailbox that's attached to your house. Because I don't look like I'm a criminal.
She's really an astute observer of human behavior.
Yes. Yes. I think that's what con artists have in common. The capacity to put yourself inside the mind of the other person long enough. It's like casing the joint. They're casing your brain in a sense. And so they all have that. What they don't have is the sympathetic aspect of empathy. To not steal from you.
With so many thieves just like Alice walking among us, what's an upstanding person to do? For starters, get a lock on your mailbox, shred important documents before tossing them, and sign up for online access to all your accounts so you can keep a close eye on them.
You have to encrypt and protect the data on your computers, your laptops, your smartphone, everything you have. It is so easy to steal an identity, and it's so difficult to fix it.
Amy says she doesn't know how she became a target for an identity thief, but she filed a police report, and the cops actually caught a suspect who lived nearby and who later pleaded guilty. But fixing all the damage is still a work in progress.
I have yet to pull my credit reports and not see some fraudulent activity on them. You have to prove to them you are who you say you are to a greater extent than the criminal ever had to do to be given goods and services.
There's an old saying, know thy enemy. Doug Shadell thought he knew his until he spent some time driving around with one.
You learned new tips driving around with her.
Absolutely. Oh, there's no question about it. I've changed my own behavior.
I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in Seattle.